from the forest. There came a rider. Everyone stopped what they were doing so they could stare at the dead man as he rode into town. Jack looked up from the beam he was hammering. "Eyes on your work, boy," his mother said, but she was watching the dead man too, and Jack didn't like how tight her voice sounded. The dead man was too far away to hear them, yet his eyes found Jack for a moment, causing the boy to shiver. Black-clad frontier scouts, called dead men owing to the nature of their work, were a rare but not unheard of occurrence in town. Jack had never seen one look scary though. Jack watched the scout disappear into the big house along with the mayor and Glenn, and the Hollyreds and some others. They all emerged not 5 minutes later looking pale as coffin powder. It was a herd, then, Jack thought, going inside. Hungry dead things are common. No one in the area had seen a herd larger than 24 living dead in a generation. Some had hoped maybe they were rotting away out there in the old world. But now a swarm of thousands was ripping through the forest, about to crash into the town like a foul wave. The bell began to ring and Jack responded, years of drills guiding him to the rifle over the fireplace, and then out to his spot on the wall next to his friend Tom and the Reverend. Jack noticed that the scout had found a place close to him on the wall. The man in black was younger than he looked at first glance, maybe 4 or 5 years older than Jack at most. The scout's hand was trembling, but his eyes were clear. It began like Jack knew it would, only much faster than he expected. The morning sky clouded, gray then charcoal, until it was midnight dark at noon. An east wind came crawling through the forest, bringing the smell of old meat with it, followed by cold rain. The smell got worse and worse until men were throwing up over the wall. That stopped when the dead things came out of the forest. Jack had hoped that the town might hold off 100 creatures, maybe 200 if the wall and the men's nerve both held. But there weren't hundreds of corpses running out of the tree lightning. There were thousands, an endless dead sea crashing like a wave, for now, against the timber perimeter. The preacher next to Jack began to curse, and it sounded like maybe the scout was praying, but Jack focused only on operating his rifle. He loaded and fired 3 shots before the first gruesome face rose above his part of the wall. Jack's last thought was how human the eyes looked in their hollow black sockets, almost sad, like they were sorry.